Letter 207, by Charles Lamb. 26th August, 1814. Let the hungry soul rejoice. There is corn in Egypt. Whatever thou hast been told to the contrary by designing friends, who perhaps inquired carelessly, or did not inquire at all, in hope of saving their money, there is a stock of remorse on hand enough, as Popple conjectures, for 7 years' consumption, judging from experience of the last 2 years. Methinks it makes for the benefit of sound literature that the best books do not always go off best. Inquire in 7 years' time for the Rokebys and the Laras, and where shall they be found? Fluttering fragmentally in some thread paper, whereas thy Wallenstein and thy Remorse are safe on Longman's or Popple's shelves, as in some Bodleian, there they shall remain, no need of a chain to hold them fast, perhaps for ages, tall copies, and people shan't run about hunting for them, as in old Ezra's shrievalty they did for a Bible, almost without effect till the great-great-grandniece, by the mother's side of Jeremiah or Ezekiel, which was it? Remembered something of a book, with odd reading in it, that used to lie in the green closet in her Aunt Judith's bedchamber. Thy cater price was at Hamburg, when last Popple heard of him, laying up for thee, like some miserly old father for his generous-hearted son to squander. Mr. Charles Aders, whose books also pant for that free circulation which thy custody is sure to give them, is to be heard of at his kinsmen, Messrs. Jameson and Aders, No. 7, Lawrence Pountney Lane, London, according to the information which Crabius with his parting breath left me. Crabius is gone to Paris. I prophesy he and the Parisians will part with mutual contempt. His head has a twist Alemagny, like thine, dear mystic. I have been reading Madame Stael on Germany, an impudent clever woman. But if Faust be no better than in her abstract of it, I counsel thee to let it alone. How canst thou translate the language of cat-monkeys? Fie on such fantasies, but I will not forget to look for Proclus. It is a kind of book which when one meets with it one shuts the lid faster than one opened it. Yet I have some bastard kind of recollection that somewhere some time ago, upon some stall or other, I saw it. It was either that or Plotinus, 205–270 AD, Neoplatonist, or St. Augustine's City of God. So little do some folks value what to others sc. To you, well used, had been the pledge of immortality. Bishop Bruno I never touched upon, stuffing too good for the brains of such a hare as thou describest. May it burst his pericranium, as the gobbets of fat and turpentine, a nasty thought of the seers, did that old dragon in the Apocrypha. May he go mad in trying to understand his author. May he lend the 3rd volume of him before he has quite translated the 2nd, to a friend who shall lose it, and so spoil the publication. And may his friend find it and send it him just as thou or some such less dilatory spirit shall have announced the whole for the press. Lastly, may he be hunted by reviewers, and the devil jug him. So I think I have answered all the questions except about Morgan's coslettices. The first personal peculiarity I ever observed of him, all worthy souls are subject to him, was a particular kind of rabbit-like delight in munching salads with oil without vinegar after dinner. A steady contemplative browsing on them. Didst never take note of it? Canst think of any other queries in the solution of which I can give thee satisfaction? Do you want any books that I can procure for you? Old Jimmy Boyer is dead at last. Trollope has got his living, worth £1,000 a year net. See, thou sluggard, thou heretic sluggard, what mightest thou not have arrived at? Lay thy animosity against Jimmy in the grave. Do not entail it on thy posterity. Coleridge's play Remorse had been published by Popple in 1813. A copy of the first edition now brings about 30 shillings, but this is largely owing to the presence in the volume of Lamb's prologue. But Rokeby and Lara bring their pounds too. Thy caterer price, I do not identify. Charles Aders we shall meet. Crabius was of course Crab Robinson. Such a hare, Julius Charles Hare, 1795–1855, who afterwards knew Coleridge, was then at Cambridge after living at Weimar. I find no record of his translating Bruno, but this possibly was he. Jimmy Boyer, the Rev. James Boyer, headmaster of Christ's Hospital in Lamb and Coleridge's day, died in 1814. His living, the richest in the hospital's gift, was that of Colney and Gain, which passed to the Rev. Arthur William Trollope, headmaster of Christ's Hospital until 1826. Boyer had been a Spartan, and Coleridge and he added passages, but in the main Coleridge's testimony to him is favorable and kindly. See Lamb's Christ's Hospital essay, Vol. Roman II, of this edition.